What is up, everyone? Rayonic Midden here, bringing you a Lee Sin top lane commentary slash kind of guide thing. So it is a normal game. I'm actually playing on my Smurf account, which is INSEC AUS, instead of my normal account, which is Emperor. I play on OCE servers, and this account is only mid-silver. I think it's got like a silver 2 MMR, but my main account is gold. I just actually got this one through placements. So I'm actually starting red pot Lee Sin top lane. I like starting red pot on most of my top laners. It gives you, it's built for early aggression. If you don't think you can win level 1 or level 2 fights, even with red pot, don't really bother. I start it on Lee Sin because I run pretty aggressive AD runes on him, and he has one of the highest level 1 ADs in the game. As you can see, I have 75 attack damage, which will probably go up to about 90 at level 1 if I pop red pot, because it gives you 15 attack damage at level 1, and it'll only increase. Now Nasus straight away comes up from red. He scared Udyr off. I'm not really sure what Udyr was doing. I haven't popped red pot yet. You don't want to pop red pot until you really need it. It does only last for a couple minutes, and you don't really want to waste it. So here we're just trading a bit, have a few trades, go back and forth, just keep farming, keep farming, keep farming. Now you notice he hit level 2 before me, but as soon as I hit level 2, I pop red pot and all in him. There is no way that a Nasus with almost zero stacks is going to be able to out damage a Lee Sin at level 2 with a red pot. If you see my damage, I already have over 100 attack damage at level 3, and that's pretty insane. So yeah, there was no way he was going to be able to trade with me. I just push the wave, go back to tower. Now when I do Lee Sin top lane, I like to build damage assassin Lee Sin and not tank Lee Sin like lots of people build. I do get tanky, but it's more of an assassin build. Jungle Lee Sin, definitely. See, I don't know what Nasus was doing at this point. He just decided he was going to go for a ward. Q him. Now he withers me, but I wait for the wither to run out before I Q back to him, because if I just Q to him straight away, it'll get the same damage off, but I'll be withered, won't be able to catch up to him. He still had flash, so that worked out well for me. Picked up another kill there. 2-0 in lane. Nasus is way behind me at the moment. Now, especially in this lane, Nocturne comes up to try and stop me, but he underestimates my damage. Just have a quick tower dive. Now, I almost could have picked up a kill there, but it was going to be really risky, especially because his fear was about to go off. If he had landed that fear, I probably would have died. Would have picked up the kill most likely, but would have died. So better to just go out there. Sort of ruins his jungle clear a bit up as well. Nasus comes back. Just keep farming, keep farming, keep farming. Pretty much my job in this lane is just to keep Nasus out of farm. If I kill him, that's a bonus, but if I can just keep him out of stacks, then I'm doing my job right. At the moment, I'm 2 levels ahead of him. I have way more damage than him. He has 12 stacks in his Q, which is almost nothing. He does something stupid there. Pick up a free kill. He thought he could just get a stack, because at the moment he'd be pretty desperate for stacks on his Q, because that's pretty much all Nasus's kit is built around. If you can shut him out from getting stacks in lane, then he's pretty well screwed. I know lots of Nasus try to get farm later, but I pretty well, if you watch the rest of this game, I pretty well shut him out. I just try and poke him as much as I can when he tries to go up and get farm. The late game of this is actually really good this game. Not much attention was paid from either jungler to top lane really. It was more focused. I know our Udyr camp bot quite a bit. Nocturne came up here a few times, but that was mainly just to leech a bit of experience after Nasus had died. Now as you can see, level 4 Nasus, well level 5 now, and I'm level 7. Just farm, farm, farm. I have quite a bit of gold at the moment, so I probably should back soon. But just keep farming, get all the last hits. He's too scared to come up even close. He gets a few stacks, but nothing serious. He has absolutely no dominance in this lane whatsoever. So just push the wave to the tower and go back, buy my Tiamat, lifesteal. Okay, so Hydra, in my opinion, is, if you're going damage Lee Sin, is the best item by far to build first. The damage you get off it is really good. The lifesteal combined with your W is all you need in terms of lifesteal, and the AoE wave clear is insane for farming. Like, you look at my farm at the moment, we're not too far in, and my farm's alright. But you'll see as soon as I get my Hydra, I just start farming really well. I can just wave clear an entire minion wave and just E and use Hydra, and it's pretty much gone. Now Nasus comes up here, really wants the tank minion. That's another thing. You can pretty much predict when he's going to come up and try and get a farm, because the tank minions are worth double stacks for him in comparison to a normal one. So he wants to go in, ignite him, kick him, pop his ulti. I pop my ulti. My ulti's probably got a much shorter cooldown. I try and pull off a nice flash Q play there, but doesn't quite make contact. He sits in the bush, which is pretty silly of him. I'm not sure why he did that. Burns his flash, that's all good. What he should have done right now is just recalled, gone back, recalled, but he's trying to recall right here, like tower dive bait or something. I don't know, just wastes his time, gets him even further behind than he needs to be. Just push the tower back, clear the wave, and finish getting his tower, and keep going. So at this point, I'm really strong. I mean, I'm 3-0. Bot lane's doing well, so Nocturne's got most of his attention focused down there. There's not much they can do. Even if Nocturne comes, it's not that scary. I do get a little over aggressive coming up here. Actually, not quite yet. But just clearing the waves, getting all the farm, pushing it to tower. Nasus is going to struggle to farm on the tower. So here, just lay out a bit of damage. I know with my lifesteal and my W combined, I can get easily the health back from a tower shot. Really, this Nasus doesn't want to go anywhere. He knows if he backs, he's just going to get more behind, and he can't really afford that. So just pick up the CS. Wait for him. And this play is actually not too bad. And unfortunately, I kick him and he ults, but I managed to land that Q and then pop the W, lifesteal off the minions just enough to stay alive. Nocturne's bot lane, so he can't really do much to stop me there. I think Zara might start coming up because she saw I was low, but it's going to be too late and I'll already be back at base. So just recall here, and I should have enough gold to buy Ninja Tabi and my Hydra, which is what I need. Get a ward, a couple wards, and some pots. And so now, with the Tabi, there's no way Nasus is going to be able to do any reasonable amount of damage to me. Nocturne's their jungler as well, so that's AD. Coming up, I do get a little overconfident, little cocky, but that's alright. We're pretty far ahead at this point. Yeah, as I said, there's not much attention being paid. Catch Nasus off guard here. Derp Q to the minion, but that's alright. On Lee Sin top, you really want to go damage to start off with, and then get tanky a bit later after that, because yeah, his AD scalings are actually really good, and his early game damage is really strong. So Nocturne comes in here for a gank, I W out, but I'm not going to be able to get away, I know. So I turn, kick. Now I wait for my W to come off cooldown here, but Nocturne ults. So couldn't get out of that one, unfortunately. Nocturne picking up a kill is not that scary, really. So after my Ravenous Hydra, I start getting a bit tanky, because Lee Sin is generally a tank after all. So I'm going to start building a Randuin's here. Randuin's is going to be really helpful for Nocturne, for Vayne especially. The passive on Randuin's is really good for counteracting Vayne. I think Randuin's and Frozen Heart are the two items you want to build against a Vayne. Just keep farming. As you can see, wave clear is really good. I can pick up almost all the farm. Yep, wave clear like a beast. 140 CS right now at 16 minutes. And Nasus has not even close to that. Like, his stacks, he wouldn't even have 100 stacks in his queue at this point, which for 16 minutes in is pretty bad. He's really squishy. I think he started by trying to rush an Aegis. He went for armor, and I feel like he couldn't really afford anything. I Q in there, land some poke, and then make him force his ulti pretty much. He just sort of panic ultied. Didn't even have to use mine. So at this point, I know he doesn't have ulti. So as you can see there, you could hear the sound. I was trying to Q in, but I was too far away. But managed to land the Q on him, get him, kick him like a second too early, which kind of sucks. Didn't have to flash there, but there's no way I can really escape this. Got too weird. Italy's got blocks on my exit. May as well put out a bit of damage. I went way too hard on that Nasus. Should have just left it when I burned his flash. Get half my Randuins. Team does drag because everyone's top lane, which is really good. Pick up the Giant Spell, and at this point I should probably go mid lane and help them, but the team's doing really well as well because Nocturne was up here for quite a bit of the mid game, and Fizz against Zyra and Vayne's a really strong lane as well. So I am free to pretty much push this lane at the moment. I see Nasus is in mid. I'm not too worried about most of their champs, to be honest. Udyr at this point, if you can look in chat, was trying to say that their late game was really strong. And it would rape us if we got to that point, and I was just thinking, well, it's 20-7. There's probably no way they're ever going to hit late game. They come in here, and they sort of just catch me off guard a bit. I pick up the Vayne, and I probably should have ward jumped W to the push next to me, but for some reason I tried to fight it. Not really sure what I was thinking there, but still picked up 1 kill, 1 death. It's not like I was on a spree, so no one got shut down gold. Fizz picks up a nice kill on Nocturne. They should get the free blue there. Yep. At the moment, I finished my Randuins, finished my Hydra, so I have a lot of active items actually. They're really good to remember to use though, because especially Hydra is definitely the best active item that I have at the moment, but Randuins, you'll see later I use it for some of the escapes. And also Randuins really gives me a lot of dive potential, especially on Lee Sin, because you can escape from tower that fast. So Zyra here gets a bit out of position, land a nice Q through the minion, and then go in. Pretty easy pick up, enough damage, can just get out of there without taking too many hits. Their Vayne is level 10, so she's 4 levels below me. There's not much she would have done there. Yeah, so everyone's doing really well at the moment. I landed Q on Vayne, I'm pretty sure. Go in, but she ults. Get out of there. Free ulti burned. Not much I did. Vayne flashes away. Nocturne's kind of deciding which target to go for. For some reason decides to go for me, but doesn't pick it up. I think he was kind of annoyed from earlier in the game where I was just doing whatever I wanted. See, there's a big wave in top lane. I'm not really worried about Nasus, because it's not like he's going to dive me or anything. Q through the blue, fast travel, clear the wave, keep farming, keep farming. If I just W, you'll see I get a lot of health back. So I can just keep doing that. Pretty much doing whatever I want at this point. 195 CS at 22 minutes in. Nasus would still only have about 100 stacks on his Q. He's not very scary at all. So I saw that Nasus was bot. Everyone was just in their blue side of the jungle before, so they're still going to be recalling, get some free damage on the tower. Now there's 3 of them just recalled, so Nocturne's looking with the team behind him to come on me. They're way too far behind. He overestimates how tanky he is, and I can just pick him off and then get out of there. No worries at all. Nidalee is doing whoever knows what. I have no idea. She's just does pretty much not much damage at the moment. She was Nidalee support, so not expecting her spears to do too much. Not too scared of dodging them or watching out too much for them. At the moment, 9-3, 209 CS, 23 minutes in. Way ahead of this Nasus. Now the thing about Lee Sin is he can farm really well, which means you can hit your late game a lot earlier than, say, Nasus or Nidalee or any of their champs really. But the problem is once he hits late game and everyone else is 6 items, he's not going to be as useful. So come in here. They actually set up a pretty elaborate plan to come and collapse on me here. I managed to land the Q on Nidalee, get out of there, then pop the Randuins, ward jump over to the bush, Vayne tries to come on me. She doesn't have enough damage. The Shen ult, really happy with that. No, everyone wants to try and kill me right now. Now this is probably one of my favorite plays of the game. Q over to the Nidalee, kill her, shield the red buff, and get out of there. I know my team's strong enough that they can clean up that fight and just give Vayne the red buff here and go back to base, get a bit of buying in. I got double buffs as well, so yeah, that Q I was pretty happy with actually. Managed to get out of there and kill the Nidalee at the same time. I was actually really surprised I got out of that one, but go straight back up mid lane. Vayne doesn't realize the whole team's behind the other Vayne, goes in for the other Vayne kill, gets caught, unfortunately dies, which kind of sucks. The whole team collapses on me, but Shen's there, so I can just shield to him. Now the whole team here chases me into this bush, which is not a good move. I'll slow it down. So I E, R, knock up Nocturne and Nasus, and manage to get the Q on Nocturne right before I get feared, which means I can Q over there. Boom, pick up the kill. Land the Q on Nidalee, pick up that kill. Zarya gets away, not really sure where she went. She might have gone down into our blue side, but whatever, she got away, that's not that big a deal. We get free push out of it, free whatever we want really. So we just keep going here, just keep farming. Fizz is ahead, Vayne's ahead. Pretty much this game is GG at this point. The Nasus is never going to hit late game because the lanes are far too... He has no opportunity to farm the entire game. I shut him out of farm the whole lane phase, which is pretty much what your job is when you're top lane against Nasus. If you can shut him out of farm, shut him out of Q farm at least. If he doesn't get any Q farm, he's pretty much going to be useless late game. So, I don't know. Nasus isn't that scary. He can be scary for certain champs, but really he couldn't do much in this matchup. Yeah, so just shut him out of farm. I pull out the derpiest Q coming up here. I'm not really sure what I was doing. But yeah, this game at this point is really GG. I think it's coming to an end. I'm pretty sure they surrender coming up soon. Nocturne for some reason decides to farm top. We just go up there, pick him off. But yeah, so I've got, at the moment, my items. I've only got 3 items. I have Randuin's, Last Whisper, and Hydra, which all work really well together. I think Last Whisper is probably one of my favorite items at the moment, because ignoring armor is a huge factor. But yeah, I hope you guys liked my Lee Sin top guide. Hope you guys can take something from it, and hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you want more content, and I'll see you guys later.
Has hidden items. Oh wait, no, yeah, there's one that's oracles that reveals hidden items, and there's one that removes in a certain area. So, like it removes all visions like hidden wards, but you don't know if there was hidden wards there or not.